Hi, welcome beautiful Americans. How are you?
This is the sound of our marriage. 2 years of nightly FaceTime calls, shared locations, and absolute trust across a continent. I thought we were the definition of commitment. I even sponsored my husband to move from the US to Canada so we could finally start our life. But his favorite person to cheat with, she was sitting 3 feet away from him the entire time. And the worst part, he slept with her just 4 days before I flew in to visit him, after we were married. If you've ever had to face a betrayal so deep it makes you question reality, hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready for a story about how the closest connections can hide the darkest lies. This one is brutal, and I need your advice. My name is Emma, and for 2 years my life was a lesson in long-distance dedication. I was in Canada. He was in the United States. We only saw each other about 6 times, one intensive week at a time. But we made the distance work. We were constantly connected. We FaceTimed every single day, often falling asleep together on video calls every night. We shared our locations, always answered each other's calls. There were no red flags, no major fights. Felt safe. Felt loved. The only slight complication was his roommate, whom I'll call Sarah. Sarah was a constant presence in his life, simply because she lived there. I'd seen her on video calls, and I even became friends with her on Facebook. We talked often. She knew about our engagement. She knew about our wedding. She was, in my mind, a friendly, non-threatening third wheel. He had always reassured me, saying he'd never be attracted to her, that she was just a practical arrangement. I believed him completely. My trust in him and in her was absolute. Our relationship moved forward, cementing our future. We got engaged in December 2024. We got married in May 2025. Every milestone, every declaration of love, was beautiful and real for me. Little did I know, every one of those moments was a performance for him. The lie wasn't a single, spontaneous act. It was a pattern of calculated deceit that stretched over years, making every memory we shared feel contaminated. The beginning. He slept with Sarah multiple times before we even met. The very foundation of our relationship was built while she was his active, readily available option. The proposal lie. He slept with her right before proposing to me. I said yes, ecstatic, while he was still smelling like her. The marriage betrayal, and the one that truly shattered me. He slept with her 4 days before I flew to visit him after we were married. Our official marital reunion was preceded by his final, casual hookup with the woman he lived with. The sheer audacity made my hands tremble. But the betrayal went deeper. He wasn't just physical with her. He was sending her constant sexual text messages, even while he was on FaceTime with me, telling me he loved me and putting me to sleep. The man I trusted was a predator, running parallel lives, with a constant silent laugh at my expense. The bitter irony is that I only found out the truth after I went through the entire arduous immigration process. I sponsored him. I arranged his move. I paid for his flight. I brought him his entire life, his possessions, and even his cat to Canada. The discovery was slow, painful, and accidental. He had become sloppy. A misplaced phone, a notification that flashed on a screen when he wasn't looking. Once I saw the first undeniable proof, the trickle became a flood. I confronted him, my voice shaking so badly I could barely speak. He denied it, his eyes darting away, until the proof was undeniable. I laid out the evidence. The texts, the timelines, the specific dates. His defense was sickeningly shallow. He said he was selfish, that it was readily available, and that she pressured him a lot, but he said no most of the time. The way he tried to blame her availability and her pressure felt like a final insult, a refusal to own his role as the architect of my pain. My heart wasn't just broken, it was shattered into 1,000 pieces. I looked at the man who had given up a career to move for me, who had gone through the immigration process, and I saw a stranger. I considered every angle of revenge. Could kick him out. He's an American citizen, and he would face immediate deportation, losing his chance at permanent residency. I could expose him to his family, who believe we have a picture-perfect life. I could take his cat. Okay, I'm kidding mostly. The moral justification for revenge was overwhelming. He lied to me before the first date, before the proposal, and after the wedding. His entire presence in my country was based on a fundamental lie. I felt a craving for justice, a need for validation that his actions deserved a measurable, life-altering consequence. But I'm scared. I'm scared of the finality of it. I'm scared of destroying his life only to be left with the wreckage of mine. He swears he regrets it. He begs for a second chance. He tells me his love is real, and the cheating was just a byproduct of the distance and a moment of weakness. I have to ask, can people really change after this kind of deep, systemic betrayal? How do I rebuild trust when the foundation was never solid to begin with? I brought him here, and now I have to decide if I want to keep the lie or destroy it all. My immediate act of revenge was not final, but it was brutal. I told him I needed time, and for now he is sleeping on the couch. Every time he looks at me, there is a flicker of fear in his eyes. He knows his status in this country, his life, and his future are completely in my hands. The power has shifted entirely. He went from controlling the truth to being utterly dependent on my goodwill. The revenge isn't the explosion. It's the constant, gnawing uncertainty of his new life. He gave up everything for me, and now the person he betrayed holds the key to the door that locks him out of Canada. He is now trapped by the immigration status I secured for him. He has to prove every single day that he is worthy of my forgiveness, or face the most humiliating consequences. The ball is in my court and he is powerless. I don't have the answer yet. But if there's a lesson in this brutal story, it's that trust isn't an accessory. It's the engine. And when that engine is built on lies, the only outcome is a catastrophic breakdown. I may not have ultimate revenge, but I do have ultimate control. If this story hit home, I desperately need your advice. Have you given a second chance after this deep of a betrayal, and did it work? Let me know in the comments below. And please subscribe to English Stories with Louisa for more intense stories of love, lies, and the search for justice.